recording, and we could just, we just start with something else. But being that, let's refresh this right here. Being that, I come to the markets and we learn so much from the markets, and the market is a great asset, a great skill set to be learned. Why not just, live record, review it, what I'm saying, look at it from a daily basis. So everything we're gonna do is always gonna be from a higher time frame down. So let's change this right quick. So Bitcoin we actually need is this one because it's the one we had charted up. Let's remove this one. Let's start with Bitcoin first. So starting from our monthly time frame in Bitcoin, let's hide this. Of course, overall bullish. We see prices just heading up. The previous month ended with a long wick exhaustion, making a candle similar to a shooting star. A candle like that indicates that a sale is coming. So look at this, for instance. We have bullish candle, wick exhaustion. This right here is called a doji. We had a small candle body with the two wicks on the top and bottom. That's a doji. Then the next following candle was a bearish candle. It sold. Tremendous selling for this month. And look at this example as well. We had a bullish candle. The next candle was almost again like a shooting star. We have a longer upper wick than a lower wick. The next thing you know, we began to sell. With this candle, we got that big bullish candle, a bearish candle. However, price is starting to push up for this month of January. And we have to keep in mind the overall trend in the trade is bullish. So we see Bitcoin has just been making highs and highs and highs. So we could just continue higher from here. Okay, let's jump down to our weekly. We see we did have this bearish candle here, but price is finding support at this level. It found support here, support here, support here. We found support again, and price is actually buying from this point. So we look like we at a solid level of support, which is about 90, I say 93. I say the range of 90 to 93. That range is a solid support for Bitcoin currently. On our daily, we see price has been, ranging within that level, like I said. 93, price bought up, price bought up, bought up, bought up. Currently, 93 again, price is buying up. All right, now let's actually turn on our annotations. And we see, like I said, this is our support level here. Well, I actually have it much further. So I got 91. Let's go up to our daily real fast. Let's see, do I want to adjust it? Yeah, let's do it. Let's adjust it. I definitely think if we get below that level, let's put it like that. Jump back to our 4 hour. Yeah, so this is our solid support for Bitcoin. This level of 93 to 90. So what we had here is Bitcoin's in its range. Every time we got up here, it sold. Every time we got to the bottom, it bought up. And we see, just what it did. It started from this resistance, made it down to the support, reaching negative 61.8 on the Fibonacci, which indicates reversal, change of the trend. We did break this trend line, so a shift in structure, and price is currently buying its way up. So Bitcoin definitely gives you the opportunity to buy. What I would do in a situation like this, if overall trend is bullish and we see this is a solid level, every time price get down here, it will be, a nice idea to accumulate more Bitcoin. So buy here, buy here, buy here, and just let it ride out. And the price begins to break, you got in for a good buy. But the price begins to, get down here and starts to sell. You can save your capital by putting your Bitcoin into a stable coin. Stable coin is going to hold its value, and the changing of the price of Bitcoin or the selling of Bitcoin won't affect your asset as much. Then once Bitcoin gets to its next level of support where we find it on the chart and it begins to buy, we can shift our stable coin right back into our Bitcoin, and now we're actually gaining profits again as Bitcoin is beginning to rise. Okay, what to watch from here? So, like we see, let's actually do this. Now I'm gonna leave it like that. We see it's in this range, obviously. This is resistance, this is support, resistance, support, resistance, support. So likely this price is gonna head up here, and we'll just see how price reacts from what we're gonna be another level of resistance, or price actually begin to break out of this level. So something to be watching for is, let's jump down time frames. We'll begin to break structure. So we have this right here. We have green. Let's turn that blue. So we got impulse. Correction. Let me actually do this so I don't have to be leaning too much far into our camera. I mean, not camera, computer. So we have impulse, correction, continuation, correction, continuation. So this is our structure here. You actually could use this one as well. But we're gonna leave it how it is. And to follow structure, we'll have to pay attention to, your last high and the last low. So in this case, this is our low. If we get below it, we're likely for the price to continue selling. If we get above this high, it's likely the price is going to buy. And what we did, price broke this high. This is called a break of structure. Let's put this here. It's a little bit too high. Let's drop it down a bit. And let's change that to BOS, which represents break of structure. So we had resistance. Price came back to this price. Hit this. It created our trend line because this is our 0.1. This is our 0.2. And it rejected. And once price rejected, it ultimately made a higher high from the previous high, from this break of structure that it did. We see it closed here at this level of 95, but it wicked. The price got as high as 95,500. And we see it actually closed higher than what it previously did. Wicked higher as well. So price is showing that price has interest of going higher. So what it did, it made it to this point. It began to sell. We came back to this level here. This level here was a support level. Price made it here. It started to buy, and then it sold. So it came back to this level. It found support and made a higher low. So we follow structure again. It'll go as such. This is our low. This is our higher low. Pardon me, higher high. Well, actually, it's still not a higher high. This is a low. This is still technically a lower. Well, if we're going based off this right here. So this is the reason why I said we could have marked this one up. Because this ultimately is just one push down, but you do have this right here. ultimately. So you have your high, uh, truck pass. That's your high. That's your lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. Then this right here actually creates that higher low from this structure right here. Then this right here creates a higher low relative to the previous low. Relative to this previous high, it made a higher high. So that actually was an early indication of the shift in trend, especially we make this higher low. So higher low, and currently this is another higher high. So actually this right here would have been your early indication that price is actually going to shift trends. But me, I would use this one right here because this actually our major. This is more minor. This is more major level of breaker structure. But you do have those early indications, in which in this case this was the early indication. But currently we see that we did break structure. We and a few things that you want to look for that this breaker structure. We broke this trend line. We're creating higher lows. Um, it's following its pattern, which every time it makes it down to the support level, it begins to buy. So it was a highly likely chance that price was going to do that, and it is playing out. So what we're going to be watching for now is for price to continue higher and ultimately see what price does at this level here, which is directly under 90, directly under 100, so around the 99 level. And actually, you can place a field right here. So let's move this out the way a bit. Really can't erase it. So we got our low here. Then this is our high. So price is currently sitting at our negative 27, which is a reversal level. It seems like it's still pushing, but we're just sitting and watch to see what it does. And you see our 61, negative 61.8 lines up with this 99 level. So currently bullish on Bitcoin right now. Just following what structure is doing. Let's see. So it did pull back and it did retest. I don't know. I'm just so used to sitting up towards the screen. Let me just practice leaning back because I can see it. Maybe if I lean in, this my way of saying I'm locked in. Maybe. Yeah, but we seeing Bitcoin is pushing up, and it looked like it did come back and retest this level with this selling that it did and wick exhaustion. So it does look like it broke and retested and could be continuing for the buy. So we got this level here. Look at me doing it again. But I'm a little mindful, so we got that level here. So this is our resistance here. Price broke above, came back, found support, started push up. And let's change that. So ultimately, it could be still buying here. Yeah, that's what Bitcoin looks like currently. But then again, like I say, is at our negative 27, which does indicate reversal. So price could stop here, begin to sell a little bit before it begins to actually push up higher. One thing that we do want to do is actually set an alert here. Let's set an alert here. Let's edit this alert. So let's go Bitcoin crossing on there. Yeah, we can leave it like that. And so you can do it every time. Let's do it once for now. So we'll get the indication, okay, Bitcoin is currently at its resistance level, and it's likely that we'll want to, look at Bitcoin and see what it's doing so that we can, begin to potentially capitalize off, what's the next move to be, rather it be, a buy, um, or just waiting for a better buying opportunity. All right, let's go to oil. So we have been studying back testing oil for the previous month. So the previous month was December. And you see here we had our bars pattern here. This was the last time we looked at it. That was Sunday. And I didn't trade anything this month. I mean, not this month, pardon me, this week so far. But we do see this bars pattern did play out. Ultimately, I did want to see it come down to this trend line before it push up, but ultimately what was in the right direction was this push up to this level here. So what it did, instead of selling, it bought up, actually closed above this level, came back, found support at this level again, then began to buy. Then buy and buy and buy. Okay. And it's interesting because I went to get gas today, and I noticed the price increase of gas prices. Just because at the time I did this, oil was at 70, around 70, or maybe like 71. And when I was getting gas, it was cheap, bro. I can't think of the price right now, but I noticed that the price did go up. Not a tremendous increase, but I did notice that it did go up. So looking at this, I can be mindful of gas prices. When it could be a good time to get gas, get it early. Probably limit my driving so that I can save more, or if I can travel more because the gas prices are cheaper. So those type of things could help me be mindful with it. Okay, we see oil is honestly in a range. It's in a range because we haven't broken the high or the low. So this is the all-time high on this chart that I have, 2008. And this is the all-time low from COVID. Man, that junk got stupid low. Currently is in between those two levels. We do see there was a breaking structure because we see here we have a high, low. So I do get them mixed up at times. You have to excuse me. So you have a high, you have a low, you have a man. Why my brain just get blank like that? High, you have a low, lower high. It's a lower low, lower high, lower low. And like I said, from the other example, this is the immediate level. These two really, but this right here could be an early sign that there's going to be a shift in, the direction of the trend. So we do see a price did bought above and actually came back and retest this level before breaking this high and breaking this high. So currently we can say that the trend has shifted and oil is in the uptrend. We do see this is a solid level of support for it as well. What is this? About 65. A good solid level of support. It's currently still down at that level. It could be accumulating for a buy, but that's too far for us to say. But we just know this is a solid level for it currently. Jump down to our weekly. We see oil has been ranging, a lot of ranging. Like I said, this solid level of 65, and I would say all the way up here, but currently the closest level of resistance for us would be 75. So currently still in that range. moving sideways. Overall trend, I say, is bullish because we did break that structure. So this is a level to watch. Once you got down here, began to buy. Okay, so let's turn our annotations on so we got what we're seeing on the daily. Some of these things can be erased. These was just me practicing. Like this trend line here, resistance. We got to break above that trend line. We retest it and retest it again for the buy. Support. We got to break. Didn't get a retest of it, but we did retest the break of structure on the minor trend line, minor time frame, pardon me. Then began to sell. Same thing here, resistance, broke above, found support, about up. If you extend that line lower, it would have been the same thing, about up. So to keep it a little clean, we can erase that because these were just some practicing I was doing, what you would call back testing. Yeah, so you actually do. It's actually good to set an alert on that, but we so extended from this level now that we should be looking for, levels up here. And again, we got this series of lower lows and lower highs. Then we made a higher low here. We broke this high, higher low. Higher high, pardon me, higher low here. And we ultimately still buying. Broke this high. And actually breaking this high as well. The next resistance level would be all the way up here, but we're currently at a resistance level. Because we see every time price got up here, it sold. It currently was the level of support. Price got here, support, broke under, resistance. We traded through it. We came back down, found support, we traded through it, resistance. And currently the price is trading within this range now. And with this nice bullish candle, we'll just have to see how this day ends. Still got an hour left. And it's starting to actually push down. So it could be a sign that price could sell, but we'll just see how this candlestick ends, because just looking here, we had this nice bullish candle that pushed price up and gave it more, what's the word I'm trying to say? More, I don't want to say more push, but that's the word I can think of right now. It gave it more push reasoning to continue higher, I guess, because it's a bigger volume candle. So with this being a nice size candle as well, we just have to see how it actually closes to see if it's going to actually continue higher. And we'll be targeting this level here, this trend line, these highs, or we'll just see if it's going to actually begin to sell a little bit, and we can catch a potential buy to continue with the bullish momentum that is having. And it's likely to happen. And I say this because what I feel here in Impulse Correction 50, 61.8, it actually went above that 61.8. So let's erase that now. And it's following this major structure field that we have, which is, this is our low, this is our high. So point A, point B, we pull back to 100. A lot of times when we get that pull back to 100, we can expect for price to get to negative 61.8. So there's a chance that we can see price make it to this red trend line again, or the 76 level. Because we actually are breaking above this level here, which I said this is our point B. So we'll see what price does. If it begins to continue to sell, we can honestly just see what price does, because 72 could be a good level as well, because we see it was resistance here. Let's draw it out so we can see it. So let's go here. Because was resistance, resistance. We broke through it. So this honestly could be a nice level to be watching for. So if price get here, we could buy, see some type of bullish variations, saying it's going to continue, or we just watch this green level, which is the the previous structure that we just broke. But I'm going to leave this level up just in case the price does want to use this level. Okay. Yeah, so honestly, yeah, I'm actually looking for price to sell. And we see on the 1 hour, we already having some type of bearish variation. So we have a bullish candle. You have a doji or a shooting star candle. Then, depending on your next candle, especially your next candle is like a nice bearish candle pushing it down, they can tell us the price is going to sell. But we already see it starting to lose a little bit of buying power, a little bit of momentum volume. We do have to be mindful that today is Thursday and the week ends tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see how this week ends, and we can pretty much anticipate how the following week can be. Overall, now it's bullish. Prices are hitting up. And I believe that's all I have currently for oil. Let's extend that here. Let's actually turn that to our green 4-hour line. Because price get easily hit one of these levels here, trend line. Then we'll begin to continue on up. We 30 minutes in. And I really can delete these. These really for like my Odyssey. But the current trend that we in is this one right here. Impulse correction, continuation, impulse correction, continuation, impulse correction, continuation. Negative 27, 61.9. Okay. Let's go to the next one. So we've done Bitcoin, we've done oil. Now we add gold. This is what I'm going to be studying for this month. So studying, that means just back testing, not taking any live trades, just taking notes on it, just seeing how gold moves. Pardon me. So we see this is the last thing we have on there. Impulse correction, continuation, 61.8. Broke above and broke above again. However, this is a level of resistance here. So let's do that. We got from here to here. Yeah, because support broke through resistance. Okay, so this is a solid level of resistance for gold. And let's turn that 4 hours. Let's go to the daily right quick. See how they look. It could be a daily level, but I think 4 hours much better because the smaller the time frame, that allows us to make quicker moves. All right, like I said, let's start from the higher time frame, like we do with everything else. One thing I can say, you see I have this indicator down here, which is the relative strength index. I use this to identify divergence in the market. Divergence really just meaning two different things are happening. So price is doing one thing, the RSI is doing another. So divergence would look like honestly like this. And I'm gonna draw it out so you can visually see. Let's do this. So we see this is a high, and that high right there created a lower high. But we see price here using the same point. This is a high, this is a higher high. That's divergence. Doing two different things. We see prices making higher highs, but we see RSI, the relative strength index, is making a lower high. That there is divergence, and that can be an indication that price is going to reverse or change trends or began to do the opposite of what it's currently doing. All right. So what we see on the monthly, of course, gold is extremely bullish, extremely. um, we see here price did sell, but we had this engulfing candle, which shows that price is likely to continue higher. Of course, we did sell off a little bit from it, but ultimately it is looking like it's making a higher low from this low here. So could be an indication that gold is going to continue being bullish from here. Because overall the trend is bullish for gold. You see it's making higher highs, higher lows, higher time frame. And we had this pullback, and the next candle was an engulfing candle for the week. I'm talking about no wicks. So that's a good indication that price could continue to buy. Let's go down to the daily. We see price has been ranging a little bit. Like I said again, we are holding above this level here. So this is like your main level you want to pay attention to just to see what price is doing. We holding above this level, so price is still bullish. And we are below this level to let us know we haven't, broken highs just yet. All right, so we can turn our annotations on. So overall, we're bullish on not Bitcoin, gold. We clear some of this out too. There was some more of my practicing I was doing. All right, so resistance, broke above, found support. Let's see, I kind of want to clean some of this up. This is what a 4-hour level. Or should that be a daily level? Now this shouldn't be a daily level. So we have resistance, broke above, found support. Let's actually turn this to a green level, a 4-hour level. As for this daily level, let's see if we can change that. So a lot of range in. Really don't like the way how this is looking. I want to kind of clean it up some. If I clean it up some, it'll probably look something like this. Maybe move this up to here and move this to there maybe. Resistance, broke above, support, broke under, broke through it, resistance. Yeah, maybe like that. It looks a little bit better for me. Resistance, broke above. Came back, retesting for the buy. Yeah, they look good. Broke under, hold up, broke high, found resistance here. Sell. Okay, so currently we're at this level here. So we had this shift in trend. So it was like that at first. We did break this high here. Because it goes as such. Let's put this here. And let's turn this one actually green because we're on a 4-hour impulse correction continuation. So these are the two levels we want to be watching for. This level, this low, and this high. Price did break above this level. It closed above and broke above. However, we still find a resistance from this level here. So with price being bullish currently, we can just see, well, let me not say that because I'll be thinking too far. I was going, so I'm gonna explain why I'm thinking too far and why it's not good. I was gonna say we're gonna watch and see what price does at this level. That's too far from price. currently we want to take things step by step. So currently prices at this level here. So I shouldn't overlook this level here to speak about this level. And the reason I'm saying it because I'm saying, okay, let's see what price does here. And I have this level on my mind this whole time. But price could easily find resistance at this red level that we at currently and began to sell and sell and sell. Now it's like my mind was set on this. And I missed the move. What happened with, a sale from here if that was to occur. So that's why I said we thinking too far for us to look at that level. We have to be paying attention to the levels that we are currently at now. Okay. I do think we can place a field here. Let's see. Let's go. This a 4 hour. Probably can erase this as well. So we got impulse correction 61.8. Make me think it's going to continue to find resistance at this level again. So support here. So that's what I currently have. And we're gonna leave it like that just because we did break this high. We just have to watch it honestly, because based off structure, it's based off structure, so it gets a bit tricky here. So we see we did break structure as far as this here, which could be an indication that price is going to buy. But we are finding resistance at this level. So something like this could have been good if we sold, found support here, bought up. Then the next thing we did was create a high breaking above potentially, which we did create a high. It closed higher and wicked higher. But we did sell, creating a lower low from this previous low. But overall structure, this is a higher low. Because this is the low, like I said, we want to actually be paying attention to. So what I'm going to do, yeah, and look at that, a nice breakout retest. Yeah, support, broke under, it came back, break retest, sell. Like I said, it does get tricky at times. It does get tricky. This resistance, let's actually use this point and see what it does. So let's extend it out. Let's go to a 4 hour, which is going to be green. We might can make it a daily. Let's leave it at a 4 currently. Pardon me. So this right here really wanted to be our indication. So, like I said, I don't want to think too far because we are currently here at this point. But if we do find resistance here, we could see price, continue this downtrend that is in. However, if we break above retest, it shows that we broke this trend, which is a downtrend. We can see price continue higher. Let's actually erase this. And let's do this. Look at this. Yeah, break retest. A lot of breaks and retests. That's why I need to study gold. You see how it was more smooth for me to do the other two. Gold a little more tricky. Really how it is currently right now. Could be could be a thing with me just overthinking. Could be a thing with me overthinking currently. But let's see. I'm actually gonna do this as well since we're here. And we see it is actually using those levels nicely. So currently we can say it's in a wedge. This resistance here and the support here. We just see how price reacts from it. We just have to watch and see what it does. I'm pretty sure impulse correction continuation, shift trend, impulse, correction. Let's go to 1 hour. 78.6, 27 currently. We could see price continue pushing up, reaching out negative 61.8, which is the top of this level here, a potential to sell, or just like I did with oil, it can continue up pushing. But currently, all buying, 4 hours of straight buying. There's a lot of buying pressure. It's a good sign that buyers are in control. Prices continue higher. A lot of momentum. So honestly, that's what we're gonna leave for this. That's honestly what we're gonna leave for gold currently right now. Like I said, I'm still studying it. So that's what we have currently. We're just seeing what price is. Let's go to SPX 500, the final thing that we're gonna review. As you see, there's nothing charted on here, nothing annotated. This is another thing I'm gonna begin to study. Of course, Bitcoin is, I'm studying it. Can't get into trading, but also using it to invest in it, buy, hold, continuously monitoring it because this is something to monitor. Or there's something for me to, I'm actually going to trade. That's why I took the time to study it. We can start trading it, go studying it so we can trade it. And this right after gold, after we study and start trading gold, we'll start studying SPX 500 so we can start trading this as well. But just looking at the overall bullish, and again, you see we had this divergence here, and we had this divergence since 2018. So this is a high, lower high, lower high. What we have been doing, high, higher high, higher high. We see it right here as well. We have this selling right here, this divergence, price pushing up. So what we have is overall bullish on the monthly. What we're seeing on the weekly, this is 6,000 basically. Let me see, about 6,100 was the high. Then it start to sell. This level right here has been used as support of 5.8. So we should identify this level as a solid support. Let's go here. Let's do that support level on a weekly time frame. Broke above support. So every time price got here, it pushes up, pushes it up. So we see a close below it. It's likely that price is going to sell below it. Let's actually do it on the daily. And let's do it like this. Let's turn that red. So we got resistance, broke above, support. Price is buying here. Of course, it's going under it, but seeing how the daily close, that's what we really want to be monitoring, how the daily is closing. And the story is every time price get here, it buys. Got here about up, got here about up. Currently, we got a day left for this week to end, and we're trading near the area, so could be seeing some type of buying here. Let's do that for right now. Yeah, okay, that low. That's low. Overall, bullish still on SPX. We're currently at this level, finding, holding, and support. Support here. Currently, price is here now. So we just have to see how price does. This day ends in 1 hour, so we'll know. We'll have a better visual and understanding what price is doing. It currently look like it's holding up. It could be creating a doji, but like I said, too far out. We got an hour left. A whole lot can change within an hour. But what currently price is doing is holding support, and we can't say that because that is true. Okay, let's see. This one is just regular support. Get these wicks. Those could be liquidating liquidity, basically saying basically saying we see that this is level support. We see that this is level support, and we have people getting in for the buy at this level, and they're placing their sell stops under this order, and for price to trade under it is closing their positions, liquidating them, taking them out, completing order flows, completing orders, which is closing their positions. Um, and it could be just like an entry for somebody else. Like maybe somebody else see this and they put their entry here. Okay, price get here, I'm gonna buy. What price does, it gets there and it begins to buy. So currently price is here again, and we'll just see what it does. We can say that price did create a lower high from this high. You see, this is our high, this is a lower high. So we have to just be mindful of things like that. I don't think I want to have that there. Do have to be mindful of that though. So let's actually do highlight that. Let's highlight that for sure. Um, and basically, it looked like it was using this lower here. I just don't like those zones being so big like that. So just leave it like that because it's the lowest point. Price actually just did touch the area, got very close to it, so we can say it tapped the area as well. Yeah, it's actually turned into a red level. Yeah, just looking at it, like I said, haven't really made it to studying SPX, just yet, SPX 500. I wanted to make that transition from studying SPX 500 to NAS 100, then US 30, because those I'm basically giving myself steps each way. Oil, I believe it's pretty good start. Gold, You get a little more advanced. SPX, stock markets, getting advanced as well. NAS 100, US 30, more fast paced, more advanced. That I would say you have to do. But I think that's all I'm gonna leave it at currently with SPX. But we are seeing that these are major levels to be looking for. Holding support, and we can see price easily continue higher because overall it's bullish. Okay. See, Bitcoin could maybe be starting that push down. And one thing I can do is set another alert here, and we just get alerted when it gets there. So price get there, we just see what it does, and we just go from there. Yep. And I believe this one I'm gonna end it at. Almost an hour in. I believe that's a great time spending on the charts, doing these type of talks. Um, and we just see how it goes for us. Hey, thank you for showing up for yourself.